Hello. Hey, how's it going? This is the first installment of a series that I'm going to put together called Better Homes and Shamans. And here we're doing some burning permits, all acquired and all above board. And I thought this is a great time to start a new chapter. One that I've been wanting to do for a very long time. Now, the ethos I really want to go for with Better Homes and Shamans, copyrighted, is basically to have conversations like I have when I'm on a dance floor. The existential intelligence and haphazard adventure and lived experience through just going out in the middle of nowhere, getting organised with a bunch of fucking hedonistic weirdos who happen to have such an eclectic knowledge of life to get out in the R&R and bump around and talk shit and do weird stuff with one another. The weird stuff could be art, could be dancing, could be talking, could be chalking. And as much as I love doing that, and I will probably most definitely continue doing that as long as I can breathe, is start having these conversations with people. And I have them at the markets, I have them at the fruit shop, I have them at the servo. It happens, and I tell people about these things, and you know what? They open up, and they either tell me about their hopes and dreams or their accomplishments. And the more I go down this rabbit hole of wanting to have conversations outside of, have a few, loosen up the fucking gums, and, release and bring forth a way of inciting win-win scenarios. So win-win scenarios for yourself, win-win scenarios for your loved ones, win-win scenarios with freedom and capitalism. And I truly believe that it is possible if people are listening, have awareness and patience, and make sure people understand what you're trying to say in the first place. And when all those stars align, I reckon that everyone can benefit, and when everyone's benefiting, then we can move forward and still be as productive, still deliver things way above schedule in our lives. And then when shit hits the fan, you've got a great support network. So I really am keen to collaborate, truly collaborate, okay? And as it gets on, and in full faith that this beautiful experience and journey will juggernaut to a certain destination where these things can be facilitated and shared in a way that can bear fruit for the people nearest and dearest to me and everyone that joins this journey in having conversations. Because as far as I've seen on all these platforms is you get to talk to these people, rub elbows, and they go, wow, man, you're fucking switched on. I am going to lift you up. And that will permeate with every relationship I've ever had, big or small, and I put that on myself. because if I was any less of a man, I couldn't make that kind of statement. So here we are. I've just fucking been kicked out of my house. However, I am going to go look after my family for a little bit and then move on to higher levels of education, self-taught education, and persevere through all challenges. There is no such thing as problems. There are only challenges. And when you meet your problems as challenges, I dare say, at some stage in life, better late than never, that these things can be conquered or overcome or at least managed. There's another word I'm looking for. Not managed. What is it? Negotiated? Anyway, so that you can move forward and enjoy the flow of your intelligence and elevate everyone around you. And even the people that are low vibrating, you can both go in both directions and still accomplish a great deal. So, peace, love, mung beans. Call your mum. Tell her that you love her. If you've got a dad, good on ya. And stay tuned for better homes and shamans.